All right, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to open my big mouth, and I don't care because I don't believe in leaving someone. Now I'm not always a good Catholic Christian myself, but leaving someone who's in need. And Andre Jackson reached out to me. Was it last year or year before last? And I had to block him because of the Michael Jackson situation. He was saying he's Michael Jackson's son and bashing because I have ancestors who look white, okay, and I have friends who look white who are mixed with black, and that makes me mad when people scope about with skin tone, hair, and features. Your background, if it's mixed, it's mixed. Regardless what you look like. Even this dude is not a pure black man. Even though he's dark skinned, still let's be educational here. I'm not going on to please someone's ignorance. Um, I have a problem. I need, speaking of dark skin, talking about Mayor Turner, the boss of Chi Acevedo. Chi Acevedo, since it's Hardy case, and I do apologize to the family of those people who got killed in Hardy Street. The reason why that I made a comedy out of because I'm tired of the racism I see on social media. Um, that's anti-African American person and some Hispanic person gets interested is stereotyping the whole community. But when a white person, like for example, what happened in Baytown, Texas, where Pamela Turner, De La Cruz had killed her, and this is official oppression, Penal Code 39.03. And even though she resists, she had mental issues, and right there he was trained, so he should not even be an officer and back on the job after he killed this woman, knowing that she had mental issues, where she was about to be evicted or not. Um, the point is, he should handle it differently. He know that, but he didn't care. He saw a dark skinned sister, and out of colorism and racism by being a light skinned Latino with some 19 African, Spaniard, and Native American DNA from Mexico. Don't forget Texas. The reason why we have Texas state is because of slavery. Okay? Don't forget that the second president, excuse me, who shared the same birthday as Jose Flores, was Vicente Guerrero, and he was Afro Mestizo, mama black Mexican by nationality, okay? And daddy was biracially Spaniard and then Mestizo. He was an Afro, he banned slavery 190 years ago, okay? And the reason why we have state of Texas is because Anglos, white racist people who brought their racist ideology here in this state, stole this state by drugging something out. I mean, he met that mulatto. So I remember the history of it. And this the last state was still practicing slavery. Like next month will be Juneteenth. Come on. So the point is, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because this man, by the judging of his character, and I don't want to get myself in more trouble with no R. Kelly because I had the man threaten me on the 12th of January. But I knew back in 19, excuse me, I'm going to come maybe 4 years old this year. Back in, when I say 19, back in 2002, by the judge of his character, he was not innocent when they asked him if he did it. I'm using examples. When Michael Jackson came out and said that he was innocent, you can tell by body language this person was innocent and was falsely accused. When R. Kelly, when he tried to deflect, well, I'm not a criminal, with Ed Gordon. So let me mention his name. I'm using examples and trying to make a point. When a criminal does that, they deflect, they try to brush it off, whatever. In this case, from Andre Jackson, he did not brush it off. He straight went to the truth. The only thing I see on the part where he started to stutter about the killer part of the end of the video, because I believe he knows who the killer is. He does not want to get in no mortal trouble. In my case, to Andrew, I would expose who did it, okay, to save your butt. Don't, and you say you're a Christian, do you believe in faith without works? Because that's the difference. Faith without works is dead. One thing as a Catholic, that's what I believe in James chapter 2, 24, 26, faith without works is dead. You have to go ahead and tell the true brother that you had nothing to do with it, of course you did, but tell who's there. And yes, the witnesses did contradict their stories. The different features. Yes, Chick Calhoun is dark skinned just like Andrew Jackson III. However, their hairline, their features, Che is older, and Che was in Pearland with his Hispanic baby mama. So doing this murder. So there's no way in the world that Che Calhoun could be the murderer. Okay, and then when this was before they found Andrew Jackson and defamed his character and said that he did the murder. This would happen. The two Hispanic guys. Now, like I say, I mentioned on Twitter, I know that company, the parking lot. I forgot the name because when I'm doing this situation, like a couple of days after, I was working at Macy's Memorial City Mall. One of the guys, and I did give him that old evil look, like you putting an innocent brother in jail look. I gave that resentment look, and we went to the elevator. I was going to get our items upstairs for bops or either for ground, one of the two. And I remember the same guy that wore the shirt was the same guy that was wearing the shirts over there in the north side where Jose was killed, and they both was in the darker Latino guys, and they both was saying that he did it. Talking about Che Calhoun when he did not do it. So their stories are contradicting. And then his older Hispanic guy, I'm sorry, that suspect right there. You have two men who has been falsely accused of this murder, and their stories keep being changing. It's not add up. So they know who did it. Why nobody? So and one thing I have to eat this out with. He said the same young Hispanic. So when you say young Hispanics that killed into the Houston area to Andre, you're meaning some young Hispanic person killed Andre Jackson. Killed Jose Flores. So 9 out of 10, you do know who the killer is. You are afraid for your safety. Brother, just go out and snitch. Just pray Psalm 91 and snitch. Okay? That's what you have to do. Go ahead and do it, because that means that the young Hispanic man that killed, it has to be young Hispanic men, had killed Jose Flores, knew those guys who's false, and they probably got connection. I'm calling like this. I forget for the sermon, so I know that real deep. Now, just like I'm praying for the miracle of finding about the Malaya Davis case, I'm also praying for this. Speaking of Jose Flores and the Afro-Mestizo mixture in Vicente Guerrero, who banned slavery, okay, in Mexico, they both share the same birthday. I don't know why I said the 10th of the other video one time, because someone went on Wikipedia and changed the birthday. But no, he was born August 10th, because I'm born August, a couple of days later. I'm a Leo, August just like they are, okay? And Jose Flores' same birthday is Mr. Guerrero. So let that be known. The second president of Mexico who had black ancestry, mixed, banned slavery, shares the same birthday as this victim here. So the truth of the matter, this is an example of institutionalized racism in Mijo de Raza. Better the race to white men, try to kiss the white man's behind to get ahead. That Mala Negra, who's Dominican, talks about on Love and Hip Hop. Miami. And even Rosa Perez talked about that too, Ronald Yoga. He called Michelle Obama the Planet Ace of Agora La Flaca, who's Venezuelan, where Mariah Carey's grandfather's from, her dad's side. Roberto Nunez, he changed his name to Robert Carey before he married her African descendant grandmother, Hattie Cole, up north, the Upper South, excuse me. That's where her dad came to the world. Anyway, the reason I brought this up is that the truth of the matter is, this man here did not kill this little boy. You can just tell by the video, by the body language. As he gets a little nervous at the end of the video, you can tell that body language will tell you right there that he know who the killer is, and he stuttered because he saw the murder. That was him running. Yes, if you saw a murder, you're gonna run, okay? And that's what they showing on the media. They're not showing all the video where the young man the little boy gets killed. Meaning that they have surveillance of, and this is my speculation, of the evidence of who killed him, but they making him the fall guy because he's not telling the truth that who did it. Meaning that his innocence is true, but he know who did it, but he's afraid because not until he know the people, or he don't want to be tied. You know, people say snitches get stitches. Well, you need to pray to God that you don't get stitches, but the one you snitch on get stitches, trying to use stitches. I call it like it is. But point is, this man here did not do this. And even though I blocked him for not obeying my rules on my channel, because nobody's not going to tell somebody not mixed and they this and that on my channel. If you got mixed ancestry, 2 races or more, you're multiracial, and we're going to make that red whether you like it or not. We should not live in the 9 use of 1 drop rule, and all. That's not even allowed no more. I mean, I wish people stop acting like it is. Okay? It's not. Okay? Love Virginia case say that it was unconstitutional, and NAACP, NASCAR, LULAC, what's the Urban League and American Indian Age, they didn't want to get our multiracial category 20 years ago, because 2000 census should have allowed multiracial identity to be recognized. But they protest. So that's why you have this problem 20 years later. Yeah, because I was part of the multiracial movement. That's how I know about the Afro-Mestizo mission in Mexico. That dark secret, okay? In the other Latin communities that in Latin America that want to hide so much. I mean, it's Aguila Rosa Perez up here on the view now, okay? So, point is, this man did not do this. And one thing, I'm glad that folks called me a coon, because the folks that called me a coon ain't making videos defending this brother. I'm the one that's defending this brother, and I counter everything that they assume about me, okay? If I was a coon and hate my black ancestry and my mixed background, that I mostly look more like, even though I'm a couple shades lighter than Andre, but not too bright like Drake or anything, I wouldn't be defending this brother. Half y'all are not defending this brother. They're not out here trying to defend this brother to make sure that he is safe and his innocence is proven. I mean, I was praying a few minutes ago about him being declared innocent, because he wants his name, and it is definition of character. Chi Acevedo has a dirty past. I'm sorry to say this, and why the dark-skinned brother Turner is his boss. Do not stop this problem. And like my other video about why some dark-skinned men from this side of the country, the ADS, American descent of slaves, have this conflict of hypermasculinity, fear complex, scared, real. I mean, when I worked in a security company, I go ahead and say in the frame. We had a dark-skinned brother one that had a problem with my multiracial identity. His Nigerian father-in-law that looked not too much their age difference, because the woman's older. His daughter is old enough to get married. Okay, she's not young, but she married his man. I know all the business. He would talk down, but when it comes to white or Hispanic, someone lighter, he was afraid. As a manager, I'm afraid to do something about it. I'm like, brother, please, you talk to me. And you can't talk to your folks of different shades. When it comes to whites, man, for whatever you're scared, I can't deal with that. Y'all, oh Lord. Anyway, as me being a camera skin, but I don't have a problem with that, because I'll let you know. Okay, and I know all my black and white, native and Hispanic origin, since my Spanish roots come from Louisiana. Since the Agriculture team, when I mentioned my multiracial background and I did more research on my mom's side, I was afraid to talk about the Real, because being picked on for speaking Spanish, and living as a non-Hispanic, but I know I was a Hispanic, living past it as a non, I guess you say, did not know, okay, till, and I did mention my video, Real, but I'm like, what type of last name is that? That's in my family, roots. Then found out on Wikipedia it is a Spanish last name. Makes sense, because grandfather parents from Louisiana, and Spaniards own Louisiana, if you know the history, before the French took over. So as a African American, Hispanic, French, English, Irish, Native American man, I'm going to sit here and say that this is wrong, and I'm not sitting here taking sides with the racist people in Hispanic community who don't look like me. Some of y'all got the camel complexion like me, but the majority are very fair skinned. Because me hold the rise of the white of the population. We know in Spain and more Europeans, immigrants in Latin America, we know that there was also a Jose Caselos, the rise because ideology, and that's what also just in the Dominican Republic as well. Did a video about that as well with Trujillo, okay, in the Dominican Republic. But we know this, okay, to whiten the population. Because you remember, the man lived in Texas for a while. He lived from Mexico, but he lived in Texas, around Brownsville somewhere. So he was trying to start the Anglicization in Mexico, but still took some of the ideology in Nazi. Talking about Jose Vasconcelos, who was the founder of the Rise of Cosby, because of the essay that he made that was bashing the Americans and Africans, and including Mexico too. So that's why they did. That goes on, and actually that mentality went throughout Latin America. But the truth of the matter is, when it comes to the situation here, this Mijo de Raza trying to be like a white man and putting into legal stance for it. This is wrong, okay? This man did not do anything to his child. And so when he said young Hispanic, I'm eating that video. That means you know it's a young Hispanic 9-10 male that killed this little boy. And the 3 guys that lied on you, Andre, and Che, they contradict their stories. That's the whole reason why they were scared to come out. Yeah, because 9-10 they lying. Now the big dude coming out. No, dude, you know you did this from you lied on this brother. Because one dark skinned brother in Pearland with his Hispanic baby mama had nothing to do with the case. Then this other brother who was there at the crime, who ran for the crime. Yeah, if you saw someone kill somebody, you gonna run. You ain't gonna sit here. You ain't gonna run, and you gonna run. You ain't gonna sit here and stay there unless you got a gun. They said, "Well, I'm chase the guy." Okay, then they say that was a lie. So where is the surveillance of the video of the murder? Because if they had one surveillance of him running and where the little boy Jose Flores was walking, then you know there's a surveillance of the murder. So that means HPD, somebody in Harris County, is hiding their evidence. That is definition of character. We need to get Kim Orr on this situation. Where's Shea Jackson Lee? Where's Gary Coleman? Where's Al Green? Where are y'all? Okay? This man needs to go. I'm talking about Azevedo. I'm sorry, because in Austin, they talk about him too, before he came to Houston. And then there's a man who's mixed with Spanish and Native American mestizo from here. And he's a peaceful streets guy on YouTube. He said that he was a racist because Tonto was a Native American, Carolina Sambo, a statistical, but I'm confused whether when a white man saying tonto, because tonto in Spanish means fool. Like, for example, it's con tonta, sabe que te quiero, tonta. That's song by David Gaza. And yes, I remember that song because I'm a big fan of Tejano music when I was in high school back in 1995. Tonta, sabe que te quiero, tonta. Okay, that means a fool. He called a female a fool. So I don't know if he called you a tonto in Spanish as a fool, or it meant for a racial slur for Native Americans. I don't know. That's kind of weird. But the Chi Azevedo liked the comment. It's on Facebook, something like that. It's on YouTube. So let's be said, and you do have Hispanics who look more native hate on his Native American people. I mean, I met Mexican Americans who was truck driver in 2010 at the gas station where I used to work in Stripes, and darker Mexican dude. Well, I wasn't working at the end, but darker Mexican dude. Big one from, I think he's from El Paso or New Mexico. Cause I used to live in El Paso, and I told him so it was a white dude who's part white, part Mexican with curly hair, white-skin. Dude was there that worked at the time, and he straight up said, "I can't stand them Indians," and I'm like, "Ain't you Native American too?" I said, because most of the Spanish I know, the Mexican American, they're very proud of the Aztec warrior or the Mayan or Olmec, whatever they mix with, or the Yaqui is in, Native American tribe. No, he was saying, I can't stand them Indians. They get on, they drink so much. And I remember when I was in El Paso, I would hear this all the time. That the Native Americans who are not Hispanic, like the Navajo or the Tigua in El Paso, but Navajo in New Mexico or in Arizona, they were talk down. Mexican Americans would talk down on them. They drink a lot. They do this. I'm like, you look more native than I do. Okay, so how the heck you talking bad about the Native American people? So when that was Azalita, I forgot her name is, the one that's on Roma, and that dude said, "Pinche India." I mean, the cuss on Sunday. Say fucking Indian bitch. You know what I'm saying? Talking about. But the dude look a lot like a high yellow Indian, in the American. He might some way down African. Even he look more indigenous too, with some fair European skin tone. That mixture. How dare you make fun because she's darker? So same thing with Molly Leggett was going on Love and Hip Hop. Miami, the color is the anti-indigenous and anti-African in the Hispanic community, and you see it on novellas. When they put white-looking Hispanic people, they came out of Spain as a head cast and love interest. But those who look more indigenous and look more African are these help, like slaves. They cleaning, they shoe shining, they do. I mean, that's wrong. I mean, I like Marty Ma, but Tom Mattello Mariah Carey ex-husband's. That his wife now is Thalia, Jennifer Lopez ex-boyfriend. Okay, that's why she's in hip hop music because Carl is. That Michael Jackson called a devil. When she was on Marty Ma, And I never forget, I saw a dark skinned Afro Latina playing La Antra. I turned the channel. I said, I want to see that shit. Because I want to see that shit. You know? So, when I saw Maria Ladivario, you know, she's a light skinned Latina. She played a maid and be in love with the rich dude, and his mama like a white woman, and their son like a white dude when they got married. I watched the novella back in 96, 97. But the ones who was the servants were darker, indigenous looking, and they had one Afro out there, and he was either playing the Jarochos from Veracruz, or he was whatever he was from Veracruz, playing Afro. I remember Renee, whatever that guy's name, but anyway, he was on Mighty the Body. I watched the novellas, yeah. So point is, the truth of the matter is the colorism by this man being dark chocolate, dark skinned, and being brainwashed with white American racism, that even African people, we have people in our community like that, on both ends, where they want to be on the white side, or even they say they're pro-black but defend the white side but bash us having freedom, aka black nationalists. Okay, H.L. Hunt did pay Nation Islam. Yes, Marcus Garvey was getting help out of Ku Klux Klan, and W.E. Du Bois exposed that. That's why I'm not with the Black Panther, the black nationalist stuff. I'm not with the Black. The Black Panther with Huey Newton, yes, that's different. They did have an integrated crowd. The new Black Panther didn't. Okay, that's different. Folks don't know that. Okay, but remember the original Black Panthers had white people and brown brothers and the young lords, both Hispanic, one from Mexican, one Puerto Rican, on there as well. So folks don't know the history. Okay. You can tell I read all about this stuff. Yes, I do. It's good to know. And I love that I have a channel that speaks different from the rest of the other people. That preaches the people want to hear. I don't do that here. Point is, the new Black Panther, that's the one that they keep kind of X out. They the one who's more separatist and racist and hate white people and stuff. And you have different shades in that. Okay, remember we mix with white too in America. We're not full blown blacks. Let them Africans that many of them is not all Nigerians, but the ones who Igbo tribe, they let us know that we're not African. Okay, either other Africans from other Africans let them know that we're not fully African people. We're mixed. Okay, so stop letting the white man define your thing. That's why I said I put other on my DPS application back in 2017. When I renew my license, I don't care. It is what it is. I am mixed. So the point is, this man did not do this. Okay? So the Porcho Coconut Coons is who want to kiss white racist man's, sorry to say, ass to get a check, still not getting a full check like the white men being worker ants to them. Barceto plantation slaves. Okay? Truth of the matter is, stop. This man did not do this. The only thing is, you need to point out the Hispanic guys, the Latino guys that lied on the two men who saw the murder, the two guys, and I remember I told you at the beginning of the video that the guys from the parking lot company, I don't know what name it is, it's on Channel 13, but one of them came, not the ones on the video, but one of their co-workers came to my store. I mean, I don't own Macy's. I wish I did own a big store. But I was working at Macy's, and I remember watching this, and I remember giving them a deep, like, how dare you stare, get away from me stare, while I was working there with the basket. I had to bring the box and items back to the fulfillment room, okay, merchant fulfillment room that I was doing. So, point is, that's how I know that 9-10, the guys that work for that company, that was on the news, they lied on Sheikh Calhoun before they got Andrew Jackson, excuse me. And then the big Hispanic guy later on came out who was scared to come out. They still hold on to the story, and it's still conflicting. So if you have a bunch of witnesses conflicting stories, that means they know about the case, and they're guilty, and they know who killed this guy. So I'm called like is. They know who killed him. And so, and you remember, either that video, I'm about to put the link at the bottom when I get to doing this video. He said young Hispanic killing their own folks in their own community. That's right, just like I have both African people. I gotta watch my back 24/7. Young thug brothers, young thug Hispanics Young thug white dudes who like all colors but wiggers. Young thug Hispanic white dudes who are racist, trying to support Ku Klux Klan. And then thugs and badges and Jemimas. Oh, I'm gonna call everybody coons, coconut rednecks, banana coon. I gotta watch everybody. I got okay. Yeah, I don't trust nobody. You know what I'm saying? But God, okay? That's kind of it is. I ain't the perfect one, but I don't trust him. I don't trust these old human beings. Human beings can lie, deflect, and make up stories. We all human ever since the two people ate that fruit, right? Point is, yes, it's a hard deal on this world. You can't trust nobody. And my question is to the man who shares the same complexion as Andre Jackson. Why is Mayor Turner, who's the boss of Acevedo, ain't trying to stop this? Because if the man did not do it, then he should be taken out the case. They should not re-examine. I mean, they're going to re-examine and hold on to it. They're going to try to tamper evidence. I don't know that. Duh. But I'm going to hear, since you reach out to me, brother, I'm going to say this. Even though I blocked you, talking about Andrew Jackson, when you started bashing multiracial identity and heritage and making fun of Michael Jackson kids, I do question the murder did happen the day after Janet Jackson's birthday. Jose Flores, what I read, was killed on the 17th of May. Janet Jackson's birthday is on the 16th. She turned 50 that year. So that also sounds odd to me. If you claim to be his son, and if it was true, because we know that Andre Jr. is your dad. Let's be real. Your name Andre Jackson III. Your name not Michael Jackson III. Okay, that's kind of like it is. Point is, that would be weird that the sister of the man you claim to be dad, the sister, her birthday was on the day after the this little boy was killed. So that I also question that, but I eat the video. What I do believe in my speculation, it was some young Hispanic man that killed Jose. I want to know, did he have any bullets? I'm gonna bring up some hypothesis over here. Did this man, this little boy, had bullies in school? Because that middle school I forgot it's called, because I almost went to that middle school with my family, because I had family that lived when I was getting bullied in middle school in the east side. I didn't want to go to HISD because I didn't go to HISD. HISD was too ratchet back in the 90s. My question, is it Jackson Middle School? I forgot what it's called. Then you have Jeff Davis. That area is very ratchet. Of both of African and Hispanic, McCarthy is. And they gentrify the area. Okay, keep on with the black and brown racism. Go ahead and white folks gentrify the area. Okay, I'm for that. Okay, let the minority be put in tests. Okay, and you put in their place. Stop acting up racist. They want to claim they're victims of racism, but they want to practice racism towards each other. I declare, let the white folks kick out the minority asses out of a color, African and Hispanic, and kick the ass out, saying do nothing for the community, and put white folks there. I'm calling it is this shit keep going on. Kids getting killed, folks out doing all this ratchet stuff. Cause it is wrecking on. Now I used to go to Casamigos. I wanted to go to Casamigos because of that area, that bridge. I didn't care who, and I don't mean stereotype, who was African and Hispanic. I didn't trust your asses. Okay, I ain't trying to sound white racist up in here. But anyway, the truth of the matter is, did he have any bullies in school who were rival gang members? I'm going to ask that question. That's 9-10 that killed him. And if it wasn't, did the family members had any drug situations going on? Did they owe any money? Because I'm going to be honest with you, even with this case, another case, recent case, I leave it alone, that's going on too with a child. I'm gonna leave that alone. You know probably what I'm talking about, okay? And someone that everybody's calling an actress, ain't that she is an actress, okay? Y'all know what I'm talking about, a recent case. So point is, I don't speak too much tea, but let's stay on code. The truth of the matter is, did he have any bullies in school? Did he have people that was picking on him, that had access to guns and knives? And don't tell me because he was 10 years old in middle school. When I was in middle school, we had police officers in middle school. Yes, we did. We had constables in high school in the 90s because we had young folks who had bad, proper parenting towards them that had access to guns and knives in the 90s, 20-some years ago. And things still has not changed. Yes, and I'm about to be 40. It amazes me. Um, so did he have any bullies, any rivals, anybody that picked on him? Did it? I'm gonna call it like it is. That and when Andre said young Hispanic killing folks that they ignore in their own community, that means that 9 or 10 somebody in that community had an issue with Jose at a young age, and 9 or 10 they killed him or their relative did. I'm sorry, somebody know. And the guys that's lying on Che and Andre, they know who did it, and they changed their story, and 9 or 10 they're tied to the case. That's all I gotta say. But I'm gonna keep Andre in my prayers. Um, that this be solved. So y'all, this will not turn into a black and brown racism, because like I said, more black and brown racism going on. I am for gentrification. Okay, if it's African and Hispanic folks get together, stop trying to act like the white racists man towards each other. Let them white folks kick you behind out of your neighborhoods and make them hoods, them barrios, them ghettos, them projects to white wealthy neighborhoods. Because they ain't want nobody of color. They don't forget this is the same area where Joe Torres was killed back almost 42 years ago. So by HPD. It's weird how some Hispanic inaccuracy people forget their history, that the police was against you. You join police force, now you taking sides with those bad police officers who are white, who want you to be their working ants to them. Because everyone know during the Obama campaign, they were targeting minorities, especially African men who had no money, no food, or they were poor and no legal help. Well, I already know why they have a target. You ain't gonna target a white wealthy, not because they're just white and white race supremacy, but most white people, to be honest, have money. They have access to legal. I mean, you have those who are guilty, have lawyers that bail them out, and then, for example, the being there down up in Minnesota, whatever, who was a sex offender, who molested his 12-year-old daughter, 12-year-old stepdaughter, he don't have to register a sex offender case. Like, what? The Friends team, he killed a bunch of people on that freeway. He got drunk, and guess what? They let him go out on parole, and then he went drinking. He ran into Mexico trying to pass a light skinned man with dog in his hair. And his parents was already criminals. They had money. They tried to buy the school. So that's why the cops pick on. Then too, it's not just money. A lot of our people don't know their rights. A lot of both African and Hispanic did not know about Penal Code 39.03, the official oppression. A lot of them not read books about police brutality, what the science. That's how I know the science, because I research about police brutality. I know what the science, and looking at how they act, the motives, their body language, what they're about. When this man, we gonna get you talking about Acevedo, and I'm gonna go back to this about the Michael Bennett. And one thing about Michael Bennett, it was a waste of time with you, because you blocked me on your Facebook when I ain't did nothing to you, brother. And I was trying to save your ass when you was getting falsely accused of hitting the sister. I worked at the NRG Super Bowl thing, and that was not true, because people gossip, and we were known by a football player beating a sister up. And they don't put people who are disability on the front. They put them in areas where they can work, because they have to accommodate them through legal procedure when it comes to employment and Disability Act. So that is not true. So that was a lie by Michael Bennett. I don't understand where's the white woman that spit at Acevedo at the Walgreens on Studemont in the Heights back in December of 2018. Where's that white woman? And it was her first time. She had a misdemeanor, actually that's a felony to do it to a public servant. But she did it many times, and she did it to the chief. She finally get a felony. See how it works? Instead of worrying about this innocent man, where's this situation here? As I was saying, the truth of the matter is, this man here did not kill Jose Flores. And why do you lie on Michael Bennett Acevedo? Why? And you found Tom Brady's jersey. It took a while. The only thing that was at the Super Bowl when I worked there back in 2017 was Tom Brady's jersey being stolen. Nothing about uh, Bennett stomping over a sister who refused because you have to be physically fit to work outside. If you're on a wheelchair or you have this, you cannot work outside. You can probably sit down and observe stuff, but to actually work in security, that's not possible. That's against the Disability Act. So point is, that's a lie. So I'm gonna call that out right there. But the truth of the matter is, this man did not do this. And Acevedo, I'm be voting against you when the election coming up. And where's Sheila Jackson Lee? Where's Congress Al Green, Gene Green, who's white? Where are all these Democrats? Where's Kim Orr? I'm gonna call all these people out. And Mayor Turner, who's the same complexion as his brother. Why are you not speaking out? This is why that we don't trust, even when it comes to our leaders. We don't trust in the African community. I'm going to admit, we don't trust them. Like, why you don't support? Because of this mess, this loyalty, this contempt for each other. You know, for example, if you contact Sheila Jackson Lee's office or either Mayor Turner, their voicemail cuts off when you're trying to leave. What type of mess is that? You want us to vote for you? Like they called me the other day. You don't go for the. It's like, well, how can I vote for Mayor Turner when that man, they was it Sterling? I forgot. One down that got shot, and it was the Latino guy that shot. They cut the camera off. The official pressure and said that he had a bullet. And then when Black Lives Matter and Panther Party came out and protested along with the man's wife, Turner ran in the back. What type of mayor is that? And then when admit that he was wrong. Because I'm sorry, you have me as a mayor. I will not sit here. No. I'm going to tell you like it is. That man, the officer was wrong. And that's official oppression. And I'm tired of having coons and coconuts and badgers. They need to be put on a huge sentence of felony of official oppression because they are victims of. You're gonna give white men privilege. Give the white folks privilege. Give them that Shannon Thompson, Terry Thompson white privilege, because you as minorities in the badge know what racism is. And that you live in some twilight zone, y'all know about it. But to get into the office and try to cover it up and defend this bigotry and tell us not to do anything about it. I don't know what type of God you serve, but I believe in a merciful, just God and not a tyrant. And this is wrong. This is very wrong. And to have some of your officers, brother, talking about Turner, to harass African people with some African identity that folks do not know about because they looks. This is wrong. Okay? It's wrong. You're a boss. You can let him go. You can let that man go. And if he called, like I said, if it was racial to call the Peaceful Streets guy on YouTube tonto as in Native American, not slur, or not tonto as in fool in Spanish, and Acevedo liked the comment, and this dude is part Spaniard from here and part Native American, not Mexican, that I know of, probably Navajo or Apache, whatever. That's just completely wrong. This dude looked more Native American too, with the John Cicada eyes, since he's part Cuban, I believe, right? The Acevedo's part Cuban and Mexican, something like that. Yeah, they're like John Cicada. Okay, we all know John Cicada is, kind of, with them eyes like John Cicada. Point is, they do them Native American, so he can't sit here and do that to his people. So I don't know, man. This is stopping. I'm gonna call it like it is. I don't trust the chief. I don't trust the mayor. I don't. We put y'all in offices to do better. We didn't vote for y'all to do some coonery and some machismo. Okay? I didn't vote. My vote to vote for you, Turner, or Acevedo, for to have some coonery and some machismo. I did not do that. No, I didn't. So y'all need to let this man go and be free, and then find the other footage of the killing, because 9-10 ever saw the murder, and then ask those three witnesses why they keep changing their story. Especially ones that vote, the one that they work for the parking lot company, and the big old Hispanic that live in a house. That's who you need to go ask.